Alright, welcome back to another video. My name is JP. I'm a part-time eBay reseller. And today we've got a little bit of a challenge. Me and the wife are going to have a budget of just £20 and we're going to see who can make the most profit buying and selling goods for just £20. And we're going to go to some charity shops and see what we can find. But before we do that, we're going to show you what's sold over the last couple of days. And it has been pretty good. We've sold 11 items in total. And we're going to start with this Mega Blocks Dragon. It might be a little tricky to package. I think I paid £4 for this and it has sold for £10.99. Yeah, look out for Mega Block stuff because it does sell quite all right, specifically the Halo Mega Blocks. But yeah, that's that. And we've sold this TMNT. I think it's like the sewer glider. I'm not sure, I can't remember. But it's got a little Raphael figure and it is vintage. It's from 1990 and it's just part of my collection that I've been selling. So that has, and there's only a few things left. So everything's really cheap. This sold for like £7, which is really cheap, I think, for that. But it is what it is. Okay, we've sold some ASOS jeans. If you saw my video the other day, we sold some for £20. These sold for a whole £4. Yeah, just £4 for those. I think they've been hanging around for ages, so that's why they're so cheap. But we did sell this diesel sweater. It's like a colour block patchwork style cotton sweater. And that sold for £20 and I paid just £4 for that one. And we sold a Helly Hansen quarter zip top and that is sold for £10. Probably paid about £3 for that one. I can't actually remember. And then moving on, the last video talked about a lot of outdoor clothing and a lot of outdoor clothing has sold. Almost every one of these brands was in that list. So the first one is Carrymore. These are some Carrymore shoes, walking shoes. They're quite a big size. Big sizes seem to sell really well. Didn't sell for loads of money, £14 for those. Probably paid £4-5 for them, so not too bad. And then we've got, which was number 10 in the list, Patagonia. And this Patagonia cap cost me £1.50 and it is sold for £15. And going from number 10 in the list to number 1, Rab, we've sold this Rab hoodie. And I bought that for just £6 and it sold for £27. So nice bit of profit there. And another one mentioned Berghaus. This is a Berghaus Gore-Tex jacket. I think I actually showed this jacket in my last video. And that has sold for £42. I'll let that go on a bit of an offer. Because why not? If you're going to, you know, I could probably get £50. I listed it for 50. I could probably leave it on there and in a month's time get £50 for it. But why not just take £42 right now? And the last one, I completely forgot to include this brand. And I don't know why, because it is probably one of my top sellers. I will buy and sell this quite regularly. And it's an outdoor clothing brand that is quite popular. So I have no idea why I didn't include this one. But it is Rohan. And this cost me £10. It is a big, long jacket. I'll show you the whole thing. And yeah, that has sold for £50. So that's really good profit there. But yeah, that is everything that we have sold. All right, so we are going to go and do this challenge. Me and the wife, £20 in the pocket. See who can come back with the most profitable items. She always wins when we do this, by the way, just to let you know. But this time, the experienced reseller is gonna win. All right, so a lot is riding on this. We're gonna try real hard. We're gonna try real hard and go to some good places that I know. I got a secret. She doesn't know. She doesn't know what she's doing. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're gonna go and see what we can find. All right, see you soon. I forgot a thing. Also sold this Thunderwing Action Man jetpack, and that sold for £15. Obviously part of the big Action Man Facebook Marketplace pickup. So just thought I'd mention that. Thunderwing. Anyway, for real, now we're gonna go. All right, see you there, boy. Come on, very easy. Come on. All right, we are in Matlock and we have got £20 to spend and we're going to see what we can find. Let's go. Nothing. All right, we didn't find anything in that first shop. There is just a few rules to this as well. We have to only spend the £20 that we have. That is all we can spend. So if we run out of money, that's it. Nothing else. Can't buy anything else. Can't swap it or anything like that. And not allowed to look up any souls on eBay. That is the rule. Not allowed to look up any souls. All right. First thing we found. Not bad. That's gonna be too much. It's nice. It's too much money. Let's keep looking. Nope, nope. Maybe £8. Whoops. $5.50. Again, tempted by this because it is merino wool. I'm gonna leave it. I think. Yeah.
Okay, 20 quid. Let's go. Instantly distracted by books.
Such a good song.
Okay. The one thing I do know, sportswear's good. Climbing gear, outdoor. Oh, she's jazzy. Just my whole budget would just be gone. Second shopping, first purchase, sneaky look. Oh, I'll have to wait. It was a biggie as well. It was £10. Nothing about toys. This looks cute. Got dirty. Minnie's too dirty too.
I think I might have won with that game right there, but I'm not sure how much it's actually worth. But we'll see. We're gonna see in a minute. We're gonna go through stuff. We just got home, and the baby's crying, so we need to do a few things. But then we're gonna see how much everything's worth.
Okay, so we went rogue. We came in hot with this early. Hopefully, a genuine Levi's Paisley body warmer. Hopefully, XL as well. From £15 to 10. All the buttons. No stainage. But yeah, if it's fake, right there. I know. Craig Hoppers does well. But £6.50 is a bit dear. But they are regular, size 16. Really good condition. Zips on the back. Don't know. This was panic. Pure panic. It was £2. I thought, if I could get a couple of quid on this, bump my number up. Honestly, I can't even tell you what this is. I mean, it looks sporty, right? This is because I wanted it for our daughter. She's cute. And this was just a rogue. Bump the money up.
All right, we're going to go through everything that we have both bought. And I can tell you, it is so close. It's actually incredible how close this turned out to be. I cannot quite believe it. I've had to double check the maths loads of times. But we're going to go through everything that my wife bought first. And bearing in mind, she's not a reseller at all. She's not really interested in this. She just come out for a little bit of fun. Yeah, basically, she did really well. She did really, really well. But the first thing she bought was this, and it is a Crane long sleeve top. Nothing special, but it was only £2.25. It's not a brand that I would pick up. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I think they sell it in like Lidl, in the middle of Little Isle and stuff like that. So it's not, it's nothing special. Anyway, we're gonna give her. It was £2.25, and there is a couple of sold, so we're gonna give her £4 for that. Bit of a dud purchase, but bear in mind, she is not a reseller. The next thing we're gonna look at is this. It's a Calf Kids bag, and that was £6. She's bought it for our little baby to have when she's a little bit older, which is really cute. It's really good condition as well. There is a sold for £10, so £10 on that one, not loads of profit. But it is really good, and yeah, not a bad pickup to be fair. All right, here's some money. We got some Craig Hoppers, and these are women's, and they're fleece lined. There's some good solds for these, and we're gonna go 20 quid. They cost her £6, and they're gonna sell for about 20 quid. So yeah, really good profit on them. She did well there. Regatta packaway jacket. I wouldn't have picked up this, but it was only £2 and it sells for about 10 quid. So actually really good profit on that, to be fair. It is small, so it probably take a while to sell, but we're gonna give her £10 on that one. The next thing she bought was this Colour Brain game, and it is a game that we have played and enjoyed before. It's a really good game, and that was just £3. I looked at it and thought about it, but I didn't want to put my money into this. Only about £7 profit, £10 for that one. But then she did really well. She found this Levi's body warmer. It is really good condition. It's ducked down as well. It's a really good size. So yeah, everything going for it here. I would have definitely picked this up. But she got to that charity shop first. But anyway, yeah, Levi's body warmer. She paid £10 for that, and we're gonna save £40. There is some solds, but they're all new, but they're like £50. So we're gonna give her 40. We're gonna give her 40 on that. I think that's pretty fair. Which brings the total profit possible for all those items up to a staggering £94, which is really good. Some dud items, but some really good items as well. And let's go through the other stuff. Let's go through the stuff that I picked up, the experienced reseller. I bought these Mayer trousers, nothing special, but they were only £2.25. and they should sell for about £12, which is really good. They're just like a dress trouser, dress pant. And then I also picked up some crag hoppers, and they are also fleece-lined crag hoppers. So yeah, they should sell for about £20. These ones are men's, but they should sell for about the same price. Maybe a little bit more, but we're gonna say 20. And then I picked up this Orvis, and it is a cotton silk cashmere long sleeve polo shirt, which is really nice. And that was £9. That's more than I want to spend on it, but it should sell for £25. So really good profit there. And then we found this. This was really lucky actually, because the guy was just putting this out as I was looking through the rack. So I would have almost missed this, but this is a Claudio Lugli shirt, and it's good to look out for these shirts, specifically if they're very, very fancy, like this one with the floral design. There's loads of different ones they do, but basically the more ridiculous the better, the more fancy the better. And these sell for about 40 quid. So yeah, really good profit in this one because it was just £10. So just like the Levi's, very similar purchases actually. We've actually done really, really very, very similar. We've both got some dud purchases, and we both got some crack hoppers, and we both got something that was £10 and it would sell for about 40s. So yeah. I picked up this Minecraft torch because I had like £3 left, and this was just £1, and I thought it's pretty cool. But that sells for about 4 or 5 quid. Well, there's one that sold for like, there's a couple that sold for like £3 somewhere, and then there's one that sold for like £7 somewhere, second hand. So we're gonna go with £5 profit for this one. Look how cool this is. You can hang it off the wall like that. Look at that. What? That's so cool. That's just made my day. And then the last thing, bear with me on this one, right? Because I was a bit excited about this, and I don't really know why. Bit of nostalgia maybe, a bit of a nostalgia trip. But I definitely was tripping when I picked up this game. Because I thought this was going to be worth so much more. I thought it was pretty rare. I've never seen it in a charity shop before. I remember playing this game. For some reason in my head, I thought it got banned, possibly, maybe. And it is in really good condition. It's got the disc and the manual in there. So everything's going good for it. But it only sells for about £3, which is crazy. I thought this was a lot rarer, basically. But yeah. Turns out it's not at all. Anyway, that will go in the collection. It's made me £2. It doesn't matter though, because I made some good profit on the other items. But the moment of truth, what was the final score? I have made in total a absolutely ridiculous amount of £95 profit. So £1 difference, and obviously we're just doing this for fun, but £95, that's how much I could make out of this stuff. That's what the solds say. We're going on average solds. So yeah, it's very close. It's very close. Obviously, some of this stuff will sell for a bit less, a bit more, whatever it might. You don't know, really, but that's what we're going with. And yeah, there's a couple more things that I picked up as well. I'll just show you real quick. So obviously I ran out of money. Oh, another thing. Forgot to mention this. You might be thinking, you've definitely gone over £20. We did. We both decided quite early on that £20 is just not enough. So we did increase it to £30. So yeah, if you're confused doing the math, you're like, definitely spend more than 20. I'd meant to mention that earlier, but I forgot. But yeah, we decided £20 is nothing these days. Like some items on their own were like £20. So yeah, it shows like how expensive things are getting, I guess. Like you used to be able to go out and spend £20, like make 100 quid. Now you have to spend 30 to make 100 quid. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. But I did pick up this little Dr. Evil figure as well. He was £3. So this is not. I've run out of money, but I still had shops to go to, and I found this, and I thought I've got to pick this up. Probably going to keep that in the collection. It'll go on a shelf somewhere over here. We picked up these boots, and I just saw these, like the twinkling in the corner of my eye on the top of a very high shelf, and a kind man got them down for me. And these are Scarpa Gore-Tex boots. They are unfortunately quite a small size, but that might actually be quite good. They're a ladies 5.5, 5.5, UK 5.5. But they are Gore-Tex, and they're like mountaineering shoes, so definitely worth looking out for. But I can point this little Gore-Tex label out from like My eyesight's not very good, but I can see this from like 5 miles away, I swear. 5 miles. 5-mile radius for the Gore-Tex. Anyway, they were £16.50, but they can sell anywhere between like £40 and £80. So hopefully a good buy with them, but we'll see. And they come in the box, which is it's a nice bonus, I guess. Yeah, anyway, that is that. So yeah, if you like the video, we're going to hopefully do some more fun challenges like this. But yeah, if you do like the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.